So here we are today at Light of Day Organics, and we are with Angela Macke, and these are family-grown organic loose-leaf teas. So Angela, take it away. She's going to talk to us about a matcha tea today.
All right. Well, thank you for coming to visit Light of Day Organics, Dr. Chappelle. And what we're going to talk about today is matcha. Now, Light of Day grows many certified organic and biodynamic ingredients. We grow about 261 of them, actually. And we are Michigan's only certified Demeter biodynamic farm. Matcha tea is not one of the products we grow here on the farm. This is a product that is exclusively produced in two countries, Japan and China.
And it's been called, the Japanese call it, the tea of the samurais.
Tea of the samurai. This tea historically was used by Buddhist monks as an aid to meditation. And what they would do is, they were trying to focus and have, laser sharp concentration for 8 hours or so, and they were falling asleep. So they used matcha to help them, and what they would do is, fill their bowl about half full with hot water, let it cool just a little bit, because for the most nutritional benefit, 118 is the magic number for a raw food, and water boils at 212. So you want to get the water boiling, but then let it cool a little bit, and then put in a half a teaspoon of the matcha powder, and then put some water, then just kind of whisk around. Sometimes I put a little honey in mine, or a little agave or some sweetener, and just whisk it up to a froth, and drink it down. But for most people, these are all beautiful accoutrements, but it might take too long, or they might want to not want to invest in these particular tools, which are of immense benefit, primarily because the matcha tea is 50 times smaller than talcum powder. And so you need something that has a lot of pieces to it. This whisk has 120 pieces cut by hand from a single piece of bamboo. And then they have to be, you can imagine if you sprinkle talcum powder on top of the water, it would just float. So you don't want it to be like clumpy gravy, so you would need this tool to whisk it up and make it frothy and then enjoy.
Yeah, I don't have one of those, and I know when I put my matcha in water, it does clump, and I've got to constantly try to stir it up.
But that's fine. I mean, I've had people just put it simply in a Tupperware container, shake it up, and just get it down. Get it in your body.
And you can also put it in smoothies.
Put it in smoothies. And so actually, I don't know how close we can get in your camera, but this right here, this is a delicious matcha smoothie that I'm going to have you come on over here and enjoy on the spot, because this one was made with equal parts coconut milk, pineapple juice, and then I put in 1 banana. Just use something that most people have, a bullet or a blender at home. But yeah, and then a half a teaspoon of matcha powder. That's it.
Wow, that's just a half a teaspoon in it?
That's it. Wow. A half a teaspoon. And so the matcha tool actually rounded like this. This is a half a teaspoon. And what's nice about this tool with the bamboo is it's really smooth, it's beautiful, and it gets the matcha right off there where it clings a little bit. But delicious, right?
It's delicious.
Delicious.
Thank you.
And the coconut milk, I always say stick with the organics. Coconut milk has just so many beneficial oils. It's great for the skin, it's great for the body, and it just makes an incredibly delicious smoothie with the matcha. And the banana seems to balance it out. All those, the biggies with organics, you definitely need organic bananas too. So just a little bit of coconut milk in there, zip it up, fantastic. Now, how much matcha to use every day? A half a teaspoon provides 1,384 ORAC units per gram. So that's pretty fantastic.
Right. And ORAC units are the oxygen,
radical absorption capacity. Yep, so it's just an acronym for...
A huge antioxidant, and with all the free radicals being created in a lot of our foods and so forth nowadays, it's really important. So this is a great drink to help to get rid of that.
It's a big bang for the buck, really, compared to other foods that we have. This is just such a powerful superfood, and then if you can combine it nutritionally with something that has beneficial oils in it and other nutrition and fiber-dense foods, this can be just a great complement to the day that increases the metabolic rate by about 20% a day, we know. So just loose leaf tea, we know if you drink 2 cups a day, that increases the metabolic rate by 4% a day. So over a year's time, that's an 8-pound weight loss. So imagine 20% a day.
Wow.
That is a huge increase in metabolic rate. So most of our customers have lost 8-10 pounds the first month. And in combination with that, what we're seeing is such a beautiful change. It's anti-depressant properties, and increases alpha waves in the brain. So people are, it's, because of the high ORAC content, it's an anti-inflammatory. So they get the inflammation elephant out of the way. They start feeling good. Psychologically, they're feeling better. Their joints don't hurt. They decide, I think I might go out and take a walk.
Well, and that inflammation in the body is huge because it sets up what's called metabolic syndrome, and that can lead to joint inflammation, so arthritis.
Exactly.
It can complicate Alzheimer's, heart disease, cancer, all types of chronic diseases. Absolutely.
All those things, definitely. I've personally been using Matcha tea for 20 years to manage Crohn's disease, lupus, and rheumatoid arthritis that I was diagnosed with when I was in my 20s. So I was 60% gray. I had premature graying because of all that stress on my body. Right. And, it's just amazing now. I don't color my hair, do anything to it, and it's even my hair color has come back. Yeah. So, they talk about foods that protect against aging, and they help support us during that process very gracefully. I mean, I've been medication-free for pain and steroids for all that time.
How resilient the body is, and as long as you provide it with the things it needs in sufficient amounts and get rid of the toxicity, it can regenerate itself over time.
Definitely. And while we're there, we're talking about what you put in your mouth for nutrition. But one of the things that was so appealing to me when I first learned about tea was the very holistic approach about tea. And why I actually became interested in biodynamics, because Rudolf Steiner said that, his belief was the key to resolving all these problems that people are having, everything from behavioral issues to inflammatory problems in their body, many disease processes, could all be boiled down to it's a matter of nutrition. So oftentimes we think of nutrition as just what you put in your mouth, but we want to be having people be cognizant, and that's why the tea ceremony was so celebrated, is because people would enter in and stop and smell the roses. They would slow down. They'd enter the room through a little doorway as a gestural symbol of humility, and then enter and just get yourself grounded and balanced. And it makes us stop and appreciate, from the 120 pieces, the huge human effort that went into creating these things. So we think about our diet of thought and of the company we keep, of the music we listen to, of the books we read, this media in general. So all those things contribute to inflammation. And so that's why I love the tea, is because it encompasses all those elements of nutrition. And
so it helps to expand into the more holistic approach as opposed to just dealing with the biochemical, the nutritional aspect.
Exactly.
You also expand into other areas, so that's great. Any other nutritional value other than the ORAC units, the antioxidant properties?
Oh, well, the higher the ORAC unit in a food, the oxygen radical absorption capacity, the more ability it has to neutralize the free radicals that cause inflammation and disease. And so, because of the high ORAC unit in the matcha tea, there's just those unique tea catechins, specific only to tea, found only in tea throughout the world, have been incredible anti-inflammatories, anti-fungal, anti-bacterial.
Great.
Just incredible sort of catch-all miracle of agriculture. It's fantastic. And then again, combined with other things like other superfoods in loose leaf tea, or other superfoods that you add to the matcha smoothie. Anti-depressant, anti-fungal, anti-bacterial, again, very soothing, nurturing to the throat. Prevents gingivitis, just great for dental caries in the mouth.
That's great.
Naturally contains fluoride tea. So, and then cardiovascularly, the effects on the cardiovascular system are so healing with tea. So the greater support we get to, keeping those carotids clean and all these vessels, less peripheral vascular disease, improvements with diabetes, general increase in liver health, those renal arteries are working better. So, just from head to toe.
It's almost like your one-stop shop for
it really
take care of chronic disease. So.
It really is. That 1/2 teaspoon there is equivalent to 15 cups of green tea. So that's why I tell people, just get it in your body. If you even want to take it with a teaspoon of peanut butter or some applesauce, sprinkle it on your oatmeal, whatever. Just get that matcha in your body every day.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I appreciate you sharing it. And I'm Dr. Greg Chappell, and another segment of our Health and Wellness Forum. And please share this information with your friends and family so we can all work together to all of us get healthier.
Definitely.
And we'll come back and visit and talk about some other teas and about the organic process and all that at some point.
Fantastic.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.